Namaste, welcome to Sri Saraswati News Bulletin. I am Gautam Krishna GS, a 10th standard student of the school. First of all, let us have a gander at the international news. Chinese US envoy in Colombo pledged support to help Sri Lanka mitigate economic crisis. In significant development, the Chinese ambassador to Sri Lanka, Kui Sen Hong, met his US counterpart Julie Chong in Colombo on June 30 and held discussion on broad topics of mutual interest and pledged support in the help the island nations mitigate its crippling economic crisis. North Korea plans crackdown as Kim Jong-un pushes for internal unity. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and his top deputies have pushed for a crackdown on officials who abuse their power and commit other unsound and non-revolutionary acts. State media reported on Monday as Kim seeks greater internal unity to overcome a COVID-19 outbreak and economic difficulties. Now let us move on to the national news. Center confident of fortified rice stock benefit overweigh harm, Food Secretary. Union Food and Public Distribution Secretary Sudhanshu Pandey said in New Delhi on Monday that the center has started the second phase of distribution of fortified rice from April 1. Mr. Pandey said so far 90 districts have been covered and the center is targeting 291 districts. Focus on vaccinating. School-going children dispensing precautionary clothes to elderly. Health Minister. COVID is not over yet, and with the rise in COVID cases in some states, it is important to be alert and not forget COVID-appropriate behavior, said Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya on Monday. After a review meeting with state health ministers, he also argued state to continue surveillance and focus on genome sequencing. Now let us switch over to the state news. Thiruvananthapuram launches campaign for a plastic-free coast. 72 kilometers of the coast in the district would be made plastic-free under the Shujitwa Sagaram Sundarathiram project, the district administration said on Monday. Standard Design Factory opened at Kinfra Advanced Technology Park. Industry Minister P. Rajiv on Monday opened the Standard Design Factory constructed by the Kerala Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation at its Advanced Technology Park at Ramatukara in Kozhikode. The project aims to generate over 1,000 direct employment opportunities. The plug-and-play facilities was realized at a cost of rupees 28.5 crore. Now it's time for the sports buff. Media rights sale. BCCI nets rupees 44,075 crore on day 2 spills over to third day. The Board of Control of Cricket in India is set for a windfall from the auction of media rights from the Indian Premier League at the end of second day of e-auction. The BCCI was assured of a minimum revenue of 45,950 crore for the 5-year cycle from 2023 to 2027. Shadab gives Pakistan ODI series sweep against West Indies. Shadab Khan's brilliant all-round performance led Pakistan to a 53-run win over West Indies in the third one-day international on June 12 on a 3-0 series sweep. Shadab's career's best 86 of 78 balls revived Pakistan to 269 of 9 after the hosts chose to bat first and their top order stumbled against the surprise spin of Nicholas Puran, who finished with 4 for 48 runs in 10 overs. Over to the school news.
Namaste. Welcome to the school news. Today we would like to invite your attention to very interesting site that School Grounds be clear with some of the professionals as part of the welcome to new academic year. The school ground is extremely important, that's why our management very keen on getting it clean. So all of you can see the beautiful side of our school ground. It is interesting and amazing. The work is going on. Now all of you have a gander at it. The snaps are for you.
Tessie Thomas was born in April 1963 in Alappuzha, Kerala to a Syrian Christian family. She was named after Mother Teresa. There is conflicting information on whether her father was an IFS officer or a small-time businessman or an accountant. When Thomas was 13, her father suffered from a stroke which left his right side paralyzed. Her mother, who was a teacher, remained a homemaker to look after the family in such dire condition. She grew up near Tumba rocket launching station and says her fascination with rockets and missiles began then. She was stimulated even by wonderment of aircraft flying. Thomas has 4 other sisters and 1 brother. She has mentioned in interviews about her parents ensuring their children received proper education and encouraging the six siblings to pursue careers of their own interest so that they can excel. Two of her siblings are engineers while another pursued her MBA. Thomas credited her hometown and mother for her personal development. I grew up with the pretty backwaters of Kerala as my backyard. I guess nature gives you strength and good thoughts. The power of nature cannot be undermined in one's development. Of her mother said, she has said, it must have been tough for my mother, who was not allowed to work, to look after us on her own. Yet she made sure each of her five daughters and one son had a good education. I have inherited a strong will for sure. I'm equally persevering and determined like my mother.
After that, now watch the mind-blowing performance of our child prodigies.
I am Devanarayan. Today I am going to mention something about English alphabet. The term English alphabet is correct. The term English alphabet is wrong because there is only one set. Let me switch over the first letter A. A comes to initial position. It's pronounced A. Example: apex, apiculture. B. A comes to the middle position. It is pronounced A. Example: I have a car, I have a sister. B, C, D, dog, democracy. E, energy, enemy. F, fox, force. G, H, I, J, K, king, kill. L, M, N, O. P, Q, queen. R, S, T, U, V, west. W, X, Y, Z. Zebra, namaste.
That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.